Salutations, this is Stephen Lane, and today we'll be talking to you about stroke awareness. Through this video, we aim to fulfill the following objectives: define stroke, report the national statistics of stroke, teach the risk factors, signs and symptoms, effects, and prevention of a stroke, convince the audience to apply the prevention strategy to their lifestyle, and model a technique that can help precaution stroke symptoms. Well, first things first, you may ask, how do I define a stroke? Well, I'll give you the answer. A stroke occurs when the blood supply to the brain is reduced, decreasing the amount of blood reaching the brain. A stroke can be caused one of two ways: by a blocked artery or by a blood vessel bursting. Let's talk about some statistics. 1. Stroke is the number one cause of long-term disability. It accounts for 5% deaths or 1 out of every 20 mortalities. And a person in the United States suffers from stroke every 40 seconds. There are a few lifestyle choices to determine whether you have a stroke or not. 1. Being obese. 2. Physical inactivity. Or 3. Substance abuse with alcohol and or drugs. There are also medical risk factors that make you more susceptible to having a stroke, such as high blood pressure and cholesterol, smoking, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and sleep apnea. Now let's talk about personal risk factors. If you have a family history of stroke or heart attacks, are over the age of 55, tend to be a woman or a woman on contraceptives or birth control, or are an African American or of African American descent, you're more likely to have a stroke. Some of the signs and symptoms of stroke include trouble with speaking and understanding, paralysis of the face or extremities, trouble seeing in one or both eyes, headache, or trouble with walking.
So how can I tell if someone's having a stroke?
Good question, Alicia. This is when you need to think fast. F-A-S-T. We have a little activity for you guys and we'd like for you to participate. So when I say the letter, I want you to do the actions. The F stands for face. Look the person sitting next to you and ask them to smile. Do both sides of their face seem to be symmetrical, or does one side seem to be drooping or slouching? If that one side is slouching as the one depicted in your right, they may be having a stroke. The A stands for arms. Get about 5 feet away from each other and ask your partner to raise their arms up. If both arms seem to be at the same level, they're good. If not, if one seems to be slouching or giving a little bit, they may be at risk for stroke. The S stands for speech. Ask your partner to repeat a simple phrase. Does her speech seem slurred or strange, or does it come out fluently? If it does seem slurred, they may be at risk of stroke. Lastly, T stands for time. If you observe any of the symptoms, be sure to call 911 as soon as possible. Again, it is crucial to call 911 if you think somebody is suffering from a stroke. Time is key. Effects. The road to recovery is not easy, and there tend to be a few lingering symptoms that seem to stay with you. Number 1, paralysis or muscle weakness. It is possible to become numb on one side of your face or extremities, experiencing loss of muscle function or strength on one side of your face or extremities as well. Number 2, difficulty talking or swallowing due to a loss of muscle strength or function. And number 3, memory loss. Many people have trouble processing cognitions. Number 4, emotional problems. It is not uncommon for one to become depressed after a stroke due to their limitations. 5, pain. Some people develop pain or strange sensations in their affected body parts. And 6, change in behavior and self-care ability. Some people become antisocial after a stroke. Good news, up to 80% of strokes can be prevented through healthy lifestyle changes and working with your doctor and or physician. Here are some strategies that you can reduce the likelihood of having a stroke. 1, maintain a healthy diet. 2, maintain a healthy weight. 3, engage in daily physical activity. 4, don't smoke. And 5, limit your alcohol consumption. Shout out to my colleagues, Megan, Alicia, and Rachel. This was not possible without them. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience. This video was brought to you by Prestige Worldwide. Texas Tech University Health Science Center does not own copyrights, and bootleggers will be prosecuted. Again, thank you for being a great audience, and have a great day.
created using Powtoon.